is Monday, April 29th. I am taking my first injection of MOTS-c today. That is a peptide. I'm going to read you a little bit about MOTS-c and what it does, what it's good for. So MOTS-c is a 16 amino acid peptide encoded by the mitochondrial genome. It is a novel mitochondrial-derived peptide that's garnered significant attention due to its potential role in regulating various physiological processes, including metabolism, stress response, and aging. There's a little bit more. How it works. MOTS-c is significantly expressed in response to stress or exercise and translocated to the nucleus, where it regulates the expression of stress adaptation-related genes with antioxidant response elements. It mainly acts through the folate-AICAR-AMPK pathway, influencing energy metabolism, insulin resistance, inflammatory response, aging, exercise, and aging-related pathologies. The benefits are metabolic flexibility, regulation of energy metabolism, enhancement of exercise performance and endurance, reduction of insulin resistance, promotion of weight loss and metabolic health. Research has shown that MOTS-c may help fight weight gain, normalize metabolism, and improve glucose regulation. These effects make it a potential therapeutic agent for managing obesity and related metabolic disorders. And then also it does protection against age-related metabolic diseases. It's been implicated in the regulation of aging-related physiological and pathological changes, suggesting its potential use in preventing and managing age-related metabolic diseases. All that to say, from what I've read about it, what I understand about it, is it's helpful to your body and your cells on a mitochondrial level. I am taking the tirzepatide again. The MOTS-c has been indicated that it could be helpful with metabolic resistance and insulin resistance. So I kind of figure, taking them at the same time, it's a good thing. It can only benefit each other, like a symbiotic relationship. Now, if I were to be exercising, it probably would be even more helpful. I know a lot of bodybuilders or people who do weight training, even folks who do some cardio, they've noticed that when they take the MOTS-c, that they can lift more, or the recovery time is less, or they can run longer, those kind of things when they're doing the MOTS-c. The protocol I'm doing is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It is going to be 5 milligrams on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I'm wanting to say it's supposed to be for 5 1/3 weeks or something along those lines, and then just Wednesdays for another 4 weeks or 6 weeks. I don't know. I'll have to look it up again, but it's a lengthy, experiment. So I took an injection earlier today, before I shot this. I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. Okay, I'm doing my first injection of the MOTS-c. Make sure I'm all sterile on my leg. And I am doing 5 milligrams, though it's at the 2.5 because I did half the amount of liquid. But that is 5 milligrams, and I'll be doing it Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And there we go. Okay, so when I did the shot, instead of doing it by 10, so the vial is a 10 milligram vial. Usually I would do 1 milliliter of water to a 10 milligrams, because that way, it's easy to divide it by tens, right? This time I went half, so it's a 10 milligram vial. I did 0.5 milliliters of water. So when I injected it, it was 0.25 of the liquid, because that would be half of the 10, which would be 5 milligrams, or 5 milligrams. It's weird to me, and I'm going to have to remember that that's how I did it. But I mean, why inject more liquid if you don't have to? It didn't hurt when I injected. It did get a little stingy afterwards, and then I welted up. I took a picture of it. I welt very easily though, so my experience may not be your experience or anybody else's experience. I do know that certain peptides are known for having a stinging or burning experience with them. And so some people actually, they buy lidocaine and they either include it in the, usually they include it with the liquid itself. So it kind of helps with the numbing sensation. So you don't experience that really feeling like you've just been stung by a horde of bees. This one to me was not that. It's a little tender. I still am welted. My welt is red against the very white of my legs, and it's warm to the touch. But I expect within a half hour it'll probably be gone and I won't even notice it. So I don't believe, at least for me, this is not one of the ones where it feels like the fires of hell is happening. There are some that do that, but I have not had that experience. My face is a little redder than typical. I actually did a chemical peel the other day at TCA 35%. It's by this brand that's called BN Peel, BIEN Peel, all one word. It's supposed to be the no peel peel. And while when you usually do TCA peels, your skin can flake off like in these huge pieces. Like it's like your skin is just sloughing off like crazy. This one's supposed to be a lot more manageable. And I've been using moisturizing lotion, so you can't necessarily see it, but I'm taking pictures and that'll be like a different video, but you can definitely see it when I'm not fully moisturized. So I am peeling with it. I am red, although it's not showing up nearly as much as it was earlier today. But that should probably be for a good 3 to 5 days after, and then I should be business as usual with hopefully a more youthful, baby butt smooth type skin, right? With less wrinkles and fine lines, really. Because I mean, it's really just getting the surface of the skin is what it's exfoliating or killing off the dead skin. I was telling my husband, there's a different peel. It's a chemical peel, and I cannot for the life of me remember what it's called right now, but it is hardcore. People have been known to have like heart events from having this. They totally numb you up ahead of time, but it's literally taking off like multiple layers of skin, and it's got to be like medically supervised. It's not one of these things you can do at home, like the TCA peels. I mean, TCA peels can go wrong. Don't get me wrong. They can go bad at home. But this other type of a chemical peel, like you're out of commission for a long time because you're just leaving exposed skin. It looks like a crusty face mask that they end up taking off because like your entire thing just comes off in once. It's kind of gross. It's kind of interesting at the same time. If I look it up before I edit this, I'll like put a link or something. It's crazy. I don't want to do that. Like these, just kind of topical skin peels, that's fine for me. But I'm not doing this crazy thing where you can potentially go into cardiac arrest because your body is just in so much shock about what's happening to it. No, thank you. I will take my crow's feet and fine lines over that. Thank you very much. But anyway, I don't believe I'm supposed to feel anything from the MOTS-c. Like it's not like the tirzepatide where it's appetite suppressing, that kind of stuff. I don't think I'm supposed to notice anything aside from, hey, maybe I'm running a little bit longer, which you know me, I don't exercise, even though I'm supposed to be starting soon. So I don't know that I'll really notice anything. Speaking about the tirzepatide, the first day I took it, I had eaten a large salad. Ooh, remind me to tell you guys about the salad dressing that I just found. It's so good. I'd had a large salad with chicken on it, and then I took the shot after that. Oh, and I had a slice of cake, I guess, as well. And I took the shot after that. I didn't eat for the rest of the night. We went to go see Abigail, and it was really good. But we're kind of like, oh, should we eat something? Should we not? Should we get something? And then we didn't. But Abigail was really good. It was exactly what I thought it was going to be. It was kind of funny, definitely gory, lots of blood and intestines, but kind of in a funny way, if that makes sense. So I would still, even if you're not like a typical horror movie person, it's not necessarily like Friday the 13th or Halloween or anything like that. It's humorous. It's a humorous horror. So I would recommend seeing it if you have any kind of interest in a horror film that probably won't give you nightmares. I would say go see Abigail. Anyway, so I didn't have anything else to eat that night. Yesterday, I again had a large salad with chicken. I was trying to replicate this Greek salad dressing. I had Greek food the other day, last week, and whatever dressing they used on their salad, it was so good. So I've been trying to find like a duplicate of it, and mine did not come, I don't feel it came close to it. It was still tasty, and I ate it 2 days in a row before finishing it off. But it was not what I had at the Greek restaurant. So, the search continues. And then I had a slice of cake because I bought this discount cake at Smith's. It was a chocolate cake with the German chocolate coconut like filling and like this whipped, very light frosting. It was really good. And then I ate it with raspberries both days. So I had that yesterday. I had the salad with chicken, then the slice of cake. And then later on in the day, I had some cheese puffs, some Cheetos puffs, and probably a Cadbury egg, I think, maybe. I don't know. It was definitely too much. I did not need the Cheetos puffs. Cadbury eggs, debatable. It's tiny. It doesn't take up much room in the stomach. But I was still fairly full from the salad and chicken because the tirzepatide makes you feel fuller longer. So I didn't necessarily need anything later on, but I still fight with eating when I don't need to. Boredom, or you're watching a show and you just want to snack on something. So still a work in progress there. But today I haven't had anything to eat. I'm not necessarily hungry. I've had little inklings of hunger earlier today, but mainly that's because I was looking up salad recipes, salad dressing recipes. And I was on this Reddit forum and somebody mentioned how they had like a fake Caesar dressing. And I thought, I love Caesar dressing. That's one of my favorite dressings. So I made it, and it's, I'll definitely include the link to that because it was so good, guys. It was like a half cup of mayo and a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, which is weird, right? You're like, what? But it's definitely gives it the Caesariness to it, the anchovy, whatever. Like a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, and it said salt and pepper, basically to taste. I did a teaspoon of salt. For this recipe, it was too much. Probably half teaspoon would have been fine. I don't mind things that are slightly salty though, so I'm gonna be fine with it. There was something else. Oh, Dijon. Like 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, I believe is what it was. And then it said like ground garlic or garlic powder. I have minced garlic in a jar, so I just threw some of that in. I just eyeballed it. Maybe it was a teaspoon and a half of minced garlic or whatever. Put the lid on. I put it in a jar. We recycle like jam jars and jelly jars and stuff. So I had it in that. And then I just shook it like for a while. After I added the pepper, I just like shook it up. And then I tasted it after that. It was so flippin' tasty. Like that's all I'm thinking about right now. I have some chores to do and some errands to run later on, but then I'm going to come back and I'm going to have some more salad because I bought the spring salad mix at Costco, and then I bought a rotisserie chicken at Costco. So I've just been like chopping pieces of the chicken up and putting that on my salads. And the tomatoes are super good right now at Costco. I don't know if it's just that time of year or if I just got lucky with this batch, but they're like sweet. A lot of times you buy a tomato at a store and it's just like watery and bland and no flavor. This is not that. These are like on the vine tomatoes. They're maybe about this big. They're quite small. So I usually do like 3, maybe 4 of those, chop it up. And then I'm going to use this dressing on it. And some red onions because I have red onions. That's all I'm thinking about right now is a chicken Caesar salad with this faux Caesar dressing that really quite tastes like Caesar dressing to me. I bought a Caesar salad at Costco last week, I think it was. And it was the kind that they have in the deli. So it's like pre-made and it's like in a plastic blister pack type thing. And so not the bagged kind, but the kind that Costco makes. I do not know what the deal is with their salad dressing and those things, but it was like sweet and not very savory. I don't know. It was gross. I tried it twice and then I just couldn't eat it. So then I just chucked it, which is super sad because usually I love the Dole premium kit salads. Also, this dressing, if you have Parmesan, you can add that to the dressing too. I don't have any ground Parmesan right now, so I did not add that. Anyway, though. So the Dole Caesar kits, that and the Newman's Own creamy Caesar dressing, those have been my favorite Caesar dressings so far. I never wanted to make Caesar dressing at home because I don't keep anchovies on hand or anchovy paste, and I was okay just, trying out the different, I think there's one called Cardellini, maybe. That one's pretty good too. Anyway, I think this is going to be like my new go-to. I'm very excited about it. I will use that other Greek recipe again, the Greek dressing, because it was pretty good. It was very heavy on the red wine vinegar though. So it wasn't quite what I was looking for. But I don't know, it's spring, it's rolling into summer soon. I do enjoy salads. Last time I would eat salads though, they did not love me. They gave me some indigestion and gastric distress. This will be my third day eating a salad. So I guess we'll just kind of play it by ear. All right. But other than that, other than the 5 milligrams that I started with the tirzepatide, it's in effect. I don't have nausea from it or anything like that. I did started getting some of the sulfur burps last night when I was trying to sleep. My stomach was getting a little bit distended again, like it does when I bloat and get crazy amounts of gas. Not really loving that aspect of it or looking forward to that aspect of it, but like I kind of know what to expect. And like my husband says, I kind of do it to myself. I kind of have an idea of the foods that cause that to I had Lucky Charms last night. I forgot about that. That was the main thing that I didn't need to eat because I had Lucky Charms and then I had those Cheeto Puffs after that. So didn't need both of those. Definitely didn't need the huge ass bowl of Lucky Charms though. We, just as a movie thing, since I'm bouncing all over the place right now, we did watch and finish Lessons in Chemistry. So good. It was slightly different than the book. They had some racial tensions in the movie series, the TV series, that I don't recall being in the book. There was the neighbor that she becomes friendly with. I'm pretty sure in the book it was an older woman, like a 50s, 60s older woman. In this case, it was a African-American woman in her family, and she's younger. I'm sure they did that to put the racial tension stuff in there. And it's the right time, right? It's the 50s, so it makes sense. But so there are certain things that were tweaked, but all in all, Brie Larson did an excellent job with it. I really enjoyed the casting that they had for it. Bill Pullman, his son, is an actor. He was in the latest Top Gun movie. And I'm like, this kid looks so familiar. I'm like, I bet that's his kid. So then I looked it up, and he was the lead guy for the Lessons in Chemistry. So I think he's a pretty good actor, and I think he did a good job with the character that he was portraying. And then since we had some time to kill, I started Ted Lasso again because it's so cute. If you guys haven't seen it and you have the ability to watch it, I would say I literally have not met or heard from one person who has taken the time to watch Ted Lasso and did not enjoy it. Like, it's just uplifting, it's heartwarming, it's cute. There are fairly good-looking characters in it. The storyline is great. So I would say if you haven't seen it, go see it. If you didn't like it, I guess let me know, because that would be super interesting. I have heard of people who haven't seen it yet, but I have not yet heard of a person who has not just thought Ted Lasso was great. So I'm rewatching Ted Lasso. All right, I will check in with you guys later, and I hope you guys are having a good week. Bye.